go to Lucerne, because Lucerne, I know it's one of your favourites with Force 4, but it is for a reason.
Well, in terms of Lucerne, yeah, I mean, Force 4's been fantastic. It's a great variety, and it's really leading the charge out there. There's good seed supplies, so there's no shortage there. But in terms of just Lucerne generally, big upswing in interest in using it, mainly from the point of view of just its ability to tolerate pretty extremes of climate, but also it's a phenomenal feed for finishing animals, and I think the likes of Doug Avery up in Marlborough has done a tremendous job in terms of demonstrating what the value of Lucerne is in some of the harder country, and what he's been able to achieve in terms of profitability on his farm. So I think you're seeing this upswing across the country now, and people wanting to use Lucerne. So there's good supplies. Make sure you select your fields carefully. Make sure you've done a soil test, you've got your pH right, and again, do a bit of planning. But you know, it's a plant that will survive for many years, Rob, and give you good, faithful production year in, year out.
Because seriously, I can't understand why people with a 28 block don't put Lucerne in, because small bales are gold for the equine industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's really good money in that. I think you're bang on. I mean, $20 a bale, for example, for really top quality Lucerne hay in small bales is not unheard of. So,
and you're getting 5 or 6 cuts once it's established.
Yes, five or six cuts. Yes, during your first cut would normally be sort of mid, late November. Then basically 30 days from then on through summer and into early autumn. Yep. So pretty good.
Absolutely.
So I think this interest will continue. Yep.
That's good. And very briefly, grasses.
Well, obviously further south we go, and even in parts of the other parts of the South Island and the North Island, spring planting is the traditional time for planting their permanent pastures down. So obviously, ryegrass is obviously the predominant species sown, but I think we're seeing now farmers starting to want to look at, and they're picking up on this resilient pasture approach, whereby they're wanting to look at other species and integrating them either into their pasture mix. I'm talking about Coxford. Some of the new Coxfords are just top of this world, and also looking at alternative species like tall fescue and trying to use those as alternatives. So if you're going to plant a permanent pasture, I think seek some advice, and seek some advice that gives you both the agronomy and the fertility side of things, so you know exactly what you're doing before you start. So,
Mark, thank you very much indeed.